Hello friends! So it's been a while since I've done a haul video. I may have only done one of these before, and it's a pretty small haul because I don't tend to go absolutely crazy. I wish I could, but I do not have the finances to allow it. But I wanted to show you there's been a lot of talk and a lot of hype and a lot of pictures of the new line at Michael's. It's the new Recollections line. It's actually two separate lines. They have the watercolor line and then the boho line. So I went twice on Friday. Each time I got two things, and I just wanted to show you what I got, how I'm using it, just to hopefully give some people some ideas if you've seen this gorgeousness and don't know what to do with it. So I got all of these. Every single item was 50% off because I had a coupon for each of the washies. I did two separate trips buying each thing twice because I thought I was content there and then had to rush back that night and get those. But they had a 50% off coupon for the Recollections brand stickers and embellishments, and so the washi counted for that. And then I also had that Friday only a 50% off AC Moore coupon, any item, and so they matched those to give me 50% off of each of these as well. So I don't use a whole lot of washi anymore, and so I really probably shouldn't have gotten two whole roll things of it, but it was so gorgeous I couldn't not. I chose this one from the watercolor collection that has all sorts of inspirational sayings and just happy sayings. I just loved it because I love the watercolor look, and I had planned when I went there on getting the one that was just plain watercolors, but I knew I'm not using washi quite as much, and I thought I would have more versatility with this, and I was right. I'll show you my ways I've used it in just a minute. And from the boho collection, I got this one. I'd planned on going with my comfort zone because they had one that was very similar to this, but in earth tones. It was a lot of blues and greens and purples and really pretty. I decided to step outside of my comfort zone a little bit and get something that's brighter and more colorful, and so I haven't even opened this one yet. So I haven't started using it yet, but I'm excited for when I do get to use it for projects. The rolls of washi were $13, $12.99, and as I said, got them 50% off. So it's the Color Splash is what they call the watercolor collection, and then boho for the other. I also got these transfer stickers or rub-on stickers. If you've seen some of my other videos, you'll know that I love these. I got some on clearance at Target months and months ago, like back to school season, that I've used. I even used them on my domino on the outside to embellish them. And so this is from the boho collection. And you can see one that I cut out because it was easier, and I'll show you how I use that in a minute. But just gorgeous designs. You use this popsicle stick, and then there's protective coatings on each side of the sticker. So you take the back protective coating off, and then you rub over the front protective coating to transfer the sticker. It's a rub-on transfer sticker onto whatever surface you're doing. I've done it onto paper, I've done it onto cardstock, I've done it onto a non-leather Filofax, a patent Filofax, so there's a lot of different ways you can use these, but I love that this collection, they had two different sets of the transfer stickers, at my Michael's at least. And this one had really beautiful designs, but it also had fun sayings. So I'm trying to save these. I may eventually go back and get another pack if they still have them because I love them so much that once I use them I get sad. So there are those, and then finally I got the small pad of paper from the boho collection. They also had a 12 by 12 of this, and this was $5.99, and this is also $5.99. So both times my purchases with the 50% off were about $10, including tax. So this just has gorgeous papers. The 12 by 12 is the same paper collections. Obviously much larger. One of the main reasons that I got this, and the reason that I chose the smaller one, is for this page. I already tore out the other one because I'm cutting these up and using them. They're just the right size to pass through the Xyron sticker machine, and so I can turn these into stickers or just clip them onto pages or paste them on somewhere, so I have a lot of uses for that. The smaller paper isn't great for traveler's notebooks if you like to make your own covers, because it's even too small for making a cover for a passport size. I guess you could tape them together somehow and make it work. So if you want to make covers for a traveler's notebook insert, then you would need the larger size. This is the right size if you want to do dividers for mini or pocket size brain binders, or just for myriad other craft uses. So hopefully by now you've been able to see all the different designs. There's really bright, vivid colors and gorgeous. So how have I used it so far? I've used it almost exclusively in my everyday carry, my personal size traveler's notebook from Annika Hamby. So let me show you. First of all, here are just the extra ones, of the ones that I've cut out. I don't have an Erin Condren to test, but it seems like these are right about the same size as an Erin Condren box when you cut them down. And then there are the larger ones. In fact, I have some stickers that are the right size for those boxes. So let's see. Yep, they are perfect. So these pieces of scrapbook paper, when cut down, will fit inside of an Erin Condren box for the weekly boxes. So just FYI, so you know. Most of how I've used it has been back in my mood tracking area. So if you've seen my videos before, my setup videos, you've seen that I use a piece of vellum or excess laminating stock, laminating paper, already laminated, for my bookmark, so that I have a clear thing to go on the page, and then I just put a paper clip through it. I had a very boring, it was a piece of, I think it was Tim Holtz washi that came on a roll, and one of the things said today, so I used that as a today marker. But one of the ones in here is Make Today Amazing, and I had some excess because I was using all of these showing the full pages, sayings, on a page in one of my journals, just to show what they all said, and also for added color and inspiration. And so I had some excess bits from ones that were cut off, so I used one of those here to make a new today marker. I also used on the inside of my mood tracking a couple of the washies again, just with the inspirational sayings, and this is one of the transfer stickers. So you can see how it looks. This is on graph paper, so it's not quite as good as it would be on just plain blank paper. But it's not going to rub off and works really well just on paper. So I have another one of these little ones just clipped on here. So the perfect size to just stick places, which is fun. Another one that I stuck onto the back with some repositionable, so I can move it somewhere else if I want to, repositional tape. Makes it just like a Post-it. So I stuck that one on the back there. And then, again, with some other scraps that I had, I added it to pictures on the outside. So I have those there. And then this I just did. I was inspired by a picture that I saw in one of the Facebook groups. I took my journal insert, which had been a larger journal that I cut down, so it didn't look great because some of the edges were cut off. And so I wrapped it all around in all of these different rolls. It would also look really good in one of these, but since this is a journal, I figured inspirational sayings was fitting. And so I just laid it flat. Let me get it out so I can show exactly how I did it. It's really easy, it only took me a few minutes. I just laid it flat like this, and then did them across one at a time, and I didn't even bother trimming them. Once I cut them off the roll, I just folded it over there. If you wanted it to be neater, obviously you could trim them along the side, but this gave me a nice covered edge, and I never really look on the inside there, so it didn't bother me. So this would work better if you had a blank piece of cardstock as your cover, or maybe a craft cover if you had one of the traditional Midori inserts. This had writing on it, so you can see through it a little bit, but it didn't bother me because I didn't want to take the time. I already had stuff written in here, so I wanted to go ahead and do it in this one instead of starting a new one. And that little bit of bleed through doesn't bother me. You can see right there, it's a journal across there, but it doesn't have to be perfect for me. If you want it to be perfect, keep in mind that these are somewhat translucent. So that's what I have used it so far. I'm really excited about these materials. They're just gorgeous, and I'm really looking forward to doing more with them, especially the different papers, coming up with some different crafty uses, and finally breaking into this one. So definitely head to Michael's if you have one near you. At my Michael's, they're in the paper crafting area, and they were where the Valentine's display, where all the stickers and all the paper stuffs for Valentine's Day were. They just swapped that out for these two collections, one on either side of the aisle. So definitely check it out. It might be different in your store. I have a very small Michael's closest to me, so when I went, I really did not expect them to have it, but they had everything. They had more than some of the displays I've seen at larger Michaels. So hopefully yours will have it, and if they don't yet, they should soon. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you got some ideas, and I will see you next week. Bye.